Donald Trump Jr. slams Chuck Todd over Bernie Sanders interview. Donald Trump Jr. managed to make NBC's Chuck Todd a laughingstock of the media by pointing out that in a recent interview with Bernie Sanders, the Meet the Press host didn't once ask about the fraud investigation into Sanders' wife. Trump Jr. made the remarks in response to a tweet from Todd in which the veteran NBC newsman said he was disappointed that conservatives were reading into the media's calls for decency in the wake of the president's tweeting of a video that showed him fighting CNN. "Saddest reactions I've received are those folks who mistake calls for decency in our discourse as some sort of evidence of bias," Todd tweeted. Ponder that. Donald Trump Jr., however, was pondering something else. "I would say the saddest evidence of bias was from you not asking Bernie about the FBI bank fraud investigation," Donald Trump Jr. tweeted. Ponder that. Needless to say, Chuck Todd likely thought that fact would have gone unnoticed. The interview Trump Jr. was referring to was a June 25 appearance on Meet the Press. For 7 minutes, Sanders faced questions from Todd, yet never once was the investigation by the FBI into Sanders' wife, Jane, brought up. Instead, as the transcript shows, Todd spent the entirety of the 7 minutes pitching the socialist Vermont senator softball questions on health care, which he somehow viewed as unfair. Not a single question about how his wife may have fraudulently obtained loans for Burlington College, a now bankrupted school she once ran. And it isn't just Jane Sanders that's in trouble. According to Politico, a letter to federal prosecutors in early 2016 alleged that Senator Sanders' office had pressured the bank to approve the loan application submitted by Jane Sanders. Improper pressure by a United States senator is a serious ethical violation, the letter asserted. Well, that piece, by the way, was published back on June 22, 3 days before the Meet the Press interview. That meant there was plenty of time for Todd or his staff to read it. Sanders, for his part, hasn't really had to answer any tough questions about his role in the scandal during the year and a half that it's been under investigation by the FBI. He's claimed that this implication came from Donald Trump's campaign manager in Vermont. Let me leave it at that, because it would be improper at this point for me to say anything more. But he did say something more, noting that the allegation is nonsense. Todd, for once, could have gotten Sanders on the record about it. He didn't bother. And yet, like many in the media, Todd seems to genuinely wonder why so many Americans don't recognize just how awesome the media is. Maybe Todd ought to watch his own show. HT The Daily Caller. Please like and share on Facebook and Twitter with your thoughts on Donald Trump Jr. calling Chuck Todd out. What are your thoughts on Trump Jr.'s tweet? Scroll down to comment below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe 24 Hours channel. Goodbye and see you again.